We're living in very uncertain times. COVID-19 changes of level up or down leave us uncertain. Migration and financial challenges are all around us. The markets are up and down. I'm hearing that many leaders, Christian leaders, are tired and under stress. We see disruption and rather a lot of polarizing of belief at the moment, with some really strange things being said in social media. And so really I want to speak today about what to do in troubled times. In 1 Timothy, the Apostle Paul insists that we should pray. He says that requests and prayers and intercession and thanksgiving should be made for everyone, but especially for kings and those in authority, that we might lead peaceful and quiet lives in all godliness and holiness. This is good and it pleases God our Saviour. It's an incredible call for prayer in times where there is trouble all around. And that's my message today, for us to be a people who are praying, that we would pray for those on authority so that we could lead lives that are in quietness, so we could, in holiness, and so we can just get on with the work of serving the Lord. It's a time to pray. And a few verses further on, Paul's going to say, and says, he wants men everywhere to lift up holy hands in prayer without anger or disputing, to get rid of all of this anger and trouble between people in relationships. And I know the next verses are very controversial about women, but this is not a time for controversy. This is a time for godliness and holiness. Paul was writing this epistle, 1 Timothy, into Ephesus, a troubled place if there ever was one, and his appeal is for holiness and for shutting down of false teaching and of quarrels. And then I also think about the writer to the Hebrews talking and saying right near the end of Hebrews, in the last chapter, that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And yes, this means that God doesn't change, but I think the emphasis in this verse is more than just Christ's consistency, but also that salvation and faith in Jesus don't change whatever the circumstances. So we're not to be carried away by all kinds of strange teaching. The text goes on to say that. The passage confirms that God has said he will never leave us nor forsake us. It's a time to pray. It's a time to ask God to calm the situation down, and let's have good relationships with one another, and let's live in holiness and in righteousness and serve the Lord in peace. God bless you all.